Hello, welcome to another watch along with me, Ben. And today's a great one. We've got Aston Villa taking on SC Freiburg for the final of the Europa League, which is pretty amazing. I'm organized. I'm actually set up. All of my sites set up, so I'm just gonna share the links, switch on the music a moment, and then we should be able to get going. How is everybody? Do me a favor. Will you? There's some music. I'll turn it down. There. Will you please share this? Share the link, like retweet, repost. Right, if I put that there. Okay, cool. So it's up a little bit high. Hey, there we go. Right, we're cooking, and I will switch on this. I'm watching the game already. The guys have already warmed up. Anthems have been done. I think they're just waiting for commercials to be done so they can set things up. Lovely to see Ollie Watkins playing. In fact, great, right? Villa. Did Villa beat Chelsea, I think, on Friday night? It was pretty comprehensive. I don't know if it was Chelsea, actually. Who was it? Who did Villa beat? But whoever they beat, it was shit hot. I watched it the other night, and it was a great game. Well, it was great to see Villa just flying. They were flying. Okay, so I'm here. Lineups as they are about to kick off, so I'll cover that very quickly, and then we'll share our links and all the rest of it. Where's my phone? There it is. We'll get things moving along. Right, right, they're off. Aston Villa in a white chain strip, kicking from left to right. Freiburg in red, right to left. And where's this being held? It's in Istanbul, I think, isn't it? What a great event. Of course, Unai Emery, no stranger to lifting this trophy. Did it a couple of times, I think, with Sevilla. Right, let's find the link to this bad boy. Open live video. There it is. Great. Where's me link? Oh, I need to add my comments. Good shout. Let's switch them on. Oh, we're off. And we've got a comment already. GM Stormbringer. GM to you, my friend. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Right. Copy link. Let's go share this. And then we can start. Start doing our thing. Right. Bang. Streaming. And then we'll also put it in here as well. Okay, and then I should be able to actually get on with doing what I said I would come here and do, which is talk a bit about the football. Wednesday evening already, huh? Who would have thought it? This week is absolutely rattling by. There it is. And bang. Streaming. Europa League Final. Done. Okay. How's everyone doing then? Let's go that way. Drink some water first. Oh, wow, look at that. Villa straight in. What a great shot. Holy shit. That was something. Great stop by the Freiburg keeper. Wow. Banged across goal. Not sure who it was. And I'll do that. Right, let's do the squads, shall we? So Villa lineup is Martinez in goal, as you would expect. And then Cash, Konsa, Torres, and Dina as they take a shot. Oh my god. I think that's Ollie Watkins who should have just scored. Is it being given as a free kick anyway? It is. Villa right on the offence. Is that offside? Oh yeah, he is offside. A few yards offside as well. Lovely touch. Got snarled up though. I'll be annoyed that he didn't put it away. Okay, so then in front of that back four, they've got 2-3-1. So Lindelof and Tielemans, and then John McGinn, Rodgers, and Buendia, with Watkins in front. I'd say that's probably their strongest lineup, right? It looks pretty much like it is. Oh gosh, I'm going to move backwards a bit. Right, there we go. Wow, okay, right, we're set then. Now, I'm not familiar with Freiburg, so I'll give you their lineup, see if I recognize any of them. Looking at it right now, I don't think I do. So, Atubolu in goal with same formation actually. So Kubler, Ginter, Leinhardt, and True in defense. Eckstein and Hoffler in front of them, and then an attacking four, which is 3 and 1 of Best, Manzambi, Griffo, and then Matanovic up front. Villa's bench: Bailey, Abraham. God, Tammy Abraham's still there. Bizot, Bogard, Elliott, Andres Garcia, Tyrone Mings, Jadon Sancho's on the bench, Douglas Luiz. Sorry, clearing my throat. Ooh. Wow, 20 already in here. Thank you everyone for coming and watching. Freiburg player there, all over the back of John McGinn, literally holding him around the waist. That's got to be a booking, right? Immediate booking. I'd be really surprised if it isn't. No, he's been booked. That's their number 29, True. So their left back. Been booked for holding John McGinn around the waist. John McGinn managed to get away from me, he just wouldn't let go. What a campaign for Villa, eh? Who would have thought not qualifying for the Champions League would have finished in a position where, you know, they've guaranteed a Champions League spot for next season already, and now they are going into the well, they're in the final here. Oh God, I'll tell you what, that kit they're wearing is really nice. It's got the Adidas Trefoil logo. It's white, but it's got some like light blue in it. It's a really nice shirt. But yeah, so they've qualified for Europe already, and if they win this, they would have qualified for the Champions League anyway. And I think winning this actually would be amazing for the league, Premier League, because it gifts another Champions League spot to a team. So that's good. I think it means that the Premier League will have as high as 10 positions in European competition if Villa win and Arsenal win and Crystal Palace win their respective finals. Right, let's see what we're doing here then. 20 of you watching, thank you very much. Well, another player all over Ollie Watkins there. Looks like Ollie Watkins has actually been pulled for it, which is really weird. Freiburg player slips, Villa straight forward. Do you know what? Villa plays such nice, decisive, quick football. I love watching Villa play. Drives me crazy. as a Newcastle United fan, it drives me crazy. Because they've spent nowhere near as much as we have. And the squad that they've assembled. It's not just the squad that they've assembled, right? It's the ID of the squad. It's the way they play. It's just fantastic to watch. Fantastic to watch, right. You guys hear me all right? Yes, you can. Right, that's good. Actually, did I set that up? Yes, good. Worried I had the wrong mic there. Freiburg looked rattled straight out of the blocks, to be perfectly honest. Emery striding up and down the touchline. He senses that there could be an early goal here. They're not really sure what to do with Villa's front four at all. Villa currently on the left-hand side of their field. Great ball in. Oh my god. It's Rogers, Morgan Rogers there with a very, very classy shot from the outside of the area. Picks it up about 20 yards out. Right foot, curling. Just not quite enough curl on it. So it goes high and above the top right-hand corner, but still was a really nice shot. Any gossip today? I've not been online at all. Has there been any gossip about like transfers or anything like that? I'll have a look now. Which Newcastle players being linked with somewhere else? Freiburg player's a bit injured, I think. Whew. Just been reading a bit more about that whole Southampton thing. Reading earlier as well when Southampton were calling the whole thing disproportionate. Is it disproportionate? Is it disproportionate to have cheated? To have admitted that you've cheated 3 times? You haven't just cheated once and been caught for it? Because I know people are comparing it to the Bielsa thing, right? When Bielsa's Leeds were caught spying one off. And I think they deducted points. So Southampton pointed to a £200,000 fine issued to Leeds in 2019 for spying on Derby as evidence of precedent. I disagree, because they did it the first time. So should that mean that then every time somebody cheats, they just continue to get the same punishment as the people before? Or do you think the people, because essentially what that looks like Southampton is saying is, we thought about it and we thought, well, it's only £200,000, so fuck it, we thought we'd do it anyway. And I think that's wrong, and I think that's a really bad thing to set out. However, when the Elland Road Club were punished 7 years ago, also 7 years ago, a long time ago, Regulation 127, which expressly forbids observing an opponent within 72 hours of the game, did not exist. Right. So they had cheated. It was £200,000, and then a rule got integrated. Now the rule's been broken. So Southampton has been denied the opportunity to compete in a game worth more than 200 million. Yeah. I bet if they'd have won the 200 million, they'd have been all right with a 200 grand fine, wouldn't they? I actually think it sucks. So that's my take on it. Southampton have got what they've got. Like, tough tits. Shouldn't have done it. The statement referenced several previous point deductions, including Luton Town's 30-point penalty in 2008-09, the largest ever handed down, which ultimately cost them their place in the league. Southampton argued that Luton's deduction, which was for entering administration and illegal payments to players, had no comparable revenue at stake, like the Championship playoff final. Again, that's literally Southampton saying, we know we've done wrong, but it's not fair that you are giving us this punishment because there was so much at stake. I think it's wrong. I think they're even wrong to say it. I'd be inclined to increase their punishment. Deductions for Derby County in 2021, Everton in 23-24, and Chelsea's escape with just a financial penalty earlier this year for payments to agents were also mentioned. Different league. EPL, EFL are different leagues. We say this not to minimise what occurred at this club, which we have accepted was wrong. Oh, but because we said it was wrong, we should now be alright. Really bad behaviour. Like, take what you've done. You've cheated. Poor. I think I'm really pleased that the league has taken a really strong stance. I think it was a great thing to do. Everyone now knows you get caught cheating like that, you are in for it. Okay, so we're 17 minutes in, still 0-0. I've had my rant about Southampton now, so I think we can probably park that, eh? Bit of a coming together there with Tielemans. He's won the foul. And so now, yeah, we are waiting on a free kick from Villa. Humped up the field. So the good thing about Villa too is that not only... Sorry, completely distracted by something. yeah, not only have Villa got the capacity to kind of like cut through teams with the way they play, which is pretty awesome, but also they are they've got a great top man in Watkins, so they can play the ball up, and he's, you know, exceptional at holding the ball up, exceptional on the break. He reads the bounce really well. So people in the Predictfully group chat, I've got like they're talking about all kinds of sports. Southampton, Spurs at the weekend, Spurs the basketball team that look like they're gonna win the championship potentially. This game, it's all going off in there. Any of you interested to join that, drop me a DM. It's good. Hey Dimcat, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. As Villa press and get dispossessed, Watkins comes in and dispossesses them back. Someone's asking how it works with Spurs. If they win, they are safe. If they lose and West Ham win, they go down. If West Ham draw or lose, still do it like all the teams play at the same time. Yeah. Yes, all fixtures at 4 p.m. local time. Whew. Right, Freiburg on the attack here. Who's left his leg in there? You're going to get booked for that, mate. Yeah, Cash. Ball's bounced in front of him and he's left his leg in on his player. He's shrugging like, oh, what did I do? He absolutely wiped him out. It's definite booking. Oof, that's actually quite dangerous. That could get upgraded. His foot's off the ground. Oh, foot's off the ground. Studs showing. Dangerous. Gone right in on his shin. This could get upgraded. So it's a yellow card right now. That's being given. I think the one thing that's happened is on the way up to hitting the guy's shin, it's hit his foot first. But it's the kind of thing, they've kept it yellow. It's the kind of thing that you would see get upgraded to a red after a VAR review. Yeah, the guy knows it. He's milking it for every penny as well. Like you would. Like you would. Villa do not need to be going down to 10 men. They've got everything they need to be able to win this game. They play like they played at the weekend. Should be absolutely easy peasy. Not easy peasy, but it should just be within their power. They've got to showing that Rodgers shot from earlier. This across the front of goal. He's been my emerging player of the season this year, Rodgers. I know there's been a few that have done well. Elliot Anderson, again, has done really well at Nottingham Forest. I think Lewis Miley at Newcastle United had a spell when he did really well. But Rodgers has been just a different league. And he is, I mean, it's funny because he's not made the same kind of headlines as he was making earlier on in the season, which might then, you know, play a part in whether he starts. But the Morgan Rodgers that was playing in earlier in the season starts for England ahead of Bellingham, you know, next to Declan Rice. being pushed hard for competition by Elliot Anderson, in my opinion. But it'd be really interesting to see how that first England team lines up. There's a couple of friendlies I didn't realise. There's a friendly against Japan, and there's a friendly against... Oh, shit, I can't remember. Let's have a look. England World Cup games. Here we go. Okay, so it's New Zealand and Costa Rica, my bad. So yeah, final. Why did I think it was Japan? Who's got Japan then? I'll have a look at that in a minute as well. England will complete their World Cup preparations with matches against New Zealand and Costa Rica in Florida. Yeah, but is there a game happening in the UK before they leave? Fucking hell. Is there not then? Okay. I was reading something the other day about Tuchel not being happy with the place where they're going to be based. Apparently they're in Kansas City, and Argentina have chosen to be based there as well, current world champions, and the Netherlands have chosen to be based there too, or yeah, maybe even another one as well. Maybe one of the African nations has chosen to be there. Anyway, so they've got their like own complexes, and the one that England have got, they've been back out and tested it again, and apparently there's not a great deal of soundproofing in the rooms, and Tuchel is absolutely like fanatical is probably the wrong word, obsessed with player sleep. Thinks it's the most critical element. So Freiburg are in here. Fuck, well played. Who was that? That was Konsa. Came across. It's interesting. First 15 minutes, Freiburg didn't really have a look in here, and he's just offside. He's just offside. Freiburg didn't have a look in, and Villa looked likely to kind of jump on and do something early. I thought Emery was out on the touchline, willing his team on to take advantage of the pressure. Last 5 to 10 minutes, it felt like it's dropped off just a little bit. The bounce between Lindelof and Tielemans seems to be a gap, and there's two Freiburg players who I don't know them well enough. I don't know them by name yet. I'll figure it out as we go. But they seem to have just dropped a little bit deep into that pocket, and so they're picking the ball up there, and Villa are having to close them down. Whereas before they weren't really getting a look in. So I wonder if they've made a decision to hump the ball up, because you're not going to play football through Villa. No chance you'll get closed down. So maybe they're pushing the ball up and they've found that bit of space, that gap. Freiburg on the ball now in defence, in their own half, playing the ball out quite nice. Watkins, and I'm trying to figure out who it is that's up with him, because it feels like he's playing with a strike partner. I'm trying to see where Buendia is on the pitch. Yeah, it feels a little bit like Rodgers is right up with Watkins. I should have paid more attention the other night, when I was watching Villa play, because they played really well. It was great to watch. And I wish I'd paid a little bit more attention to how they were set up, because then I'd have a bit of a better idea here about what's going on. Right, let's have a look at Aston Villa more broadly. Who the fuck did they play the other night? Why can't I remember? Going bananas. Okay, it was Liverpool. They fucking smashed them, didn't they? 4-2, that's right. Yeah, it was lovely to watch Friday night. Really nice to watch. Hello everyone, by the way, 97 of you here and now, and I think a lot of you might be Villa fans, because I just posted on one of your posts that I was streaming live. So if you are, hello, I am a villain for the night. Up the Villa. And as a Newcastle fan, that's hard to say. There's a weird rivalry between Villa and Newcastle, and I don't know why. There's a weird, I think a few years ago, we had to get a result at Villa when we got relegated, and we didn't. I think Damien Duff got conceded a penalty or something happened. I can't remember. And since then, there's been like a little bit of animosity. But I actually am a huge fan of the work that Emery has done, and I think that Villa is an important club for the whole of the Premier League and the whole country. So I'm pleased to see him doing well. I'm pleased to see him setting the benchmark for clubs that aren't like, considered the top clubs. And I say that with the best will in the world, because Newcastle is in that bracket as well, who are clearly kind of making strides to do great things. And I feel like Villa are doing a really good job of that. Consistent Champions League football. When they don't qualify for Champions League, they have runs like this in Europe. And you must be really pleased. Also, great to see Watkins finding form. He's been red hot going into the World Cup. He's going to give Tuchel a really nice option to either accompany or give fresh legs in place of Kane during the World Cup, I think. So yeah, good to see. Good to see. Villa on the ball now, halfway line. Freiburg drop pretty quickly. So when Villa pick up the ball, Freiburg get their shape very quickly and they sit quite deep. So I think that's not expending their energy a great deal. But a lovely play. Is that Cash? It was. Great 1-2. Oh my god, he's put a ball. Oh, yoy. Put the ball across there, and I think it was Rodgers that was waiting for it to land. It was, and the Freiburg defender just got ahead to it, which took it out of Rodgers' path. But had it landed, he would have been absolutely one-on-one. As it happens, he's actually given away the free kick there, Rodgers, which is a shame. Didn't need to do that. Because it gives them a little bit longer to find their shape again. Really great play from between Cash and Lindelof, and then Cash and McGinn. 2 1-2s that found Cash all the way back, all the way up the front. Lovely ball over. Just didn't quite find Rodgers. It's that direct play though from Villa that I love. Like they're defending, and then 3 passes later, and they are right on it. Like there's a massive opportunity in front of them. I think that's always fun to watch. It's exciting. I think not to keep drawing on the Newcastle similarities. I am a Newcastle fan, so if you don't like it, hard luck. But it happened. Same thing happened this week with Bruno Guimaraes and Will Asula, and the lad that we signed from Villa actually. Jacob Ramsey, who I really like, and I'm sure a lot of Villa fans. Rodgers has probably made that less of a bitter pill to swallow, but I'm sure that you're all a bit pissed off given the fact that he's one of your lads, and we've picked him up because he looks like a real player. Like that's his first season with us, and we're finishing out the season, and he looks basically like the guy to start with Bruno and Tonali. And I think that's going to be pretty hard to shake. Obviously, he'll need his rest, but he is a real player. But anyway, the point I was making was Bruno to Ramsey to Asula, and in 3 passes, we were one-on-one with the keeper and scoring. And I know that was against West Ham, but still, it was just so direct, and I love that about Villa. It seems to be the way they play all the time. Where are we at? 31 minutes. Ball slowed down a bit again here. What's happened there then? Rodgers is pretty much involved in everything on the park. Everything that's going forward for Villa is going through him or coming to him. Oh yeah, he caught it. He had his back to the defender. He's tried to play it off as rolling down his chest, but he slowed it down. He Mbuemo'd it and kind of caught it. That was scandalous, wasn't it, at the weekend? So ball's just broken down. Freiburg have got hold of it, and they've got numbers up. Villa very quick to recover. Oh, great tackle. Who is that? That's Buendia as well. What a great block. Broke that right down. That looked a little bit worrying there for Villa for a second. They need to be careful of that. Freiburg looked capable of a very quick break. This happened again. Villa defender caught in possession there. It wasn't defender, it was Tillemans actually. Caught in possession. Manzambi, I think, has flicked it out from him. And immediately they're on the turn and they're on the press. And all the Villa team had sort of already decided to make their way up the field. It completely unnecessary loss of possession. Martinez just humped up the field. Well played, Watkins. Oh man, he's just so strong. He's won the ball, turned around, he's running on it now. If he scores this, oh lovely. 2, 3, nah, too many in the end. It got crowded. But Martinez, to have that, I mean, I know we all like ball playing keepers, right? We all like to play out from the back. That's what we like to watch. But when you have an outlet like Ollie Watkins and you could put it up to him and he just had his back to the defender, got to the ball first, brought the ball down, turned, beat the defender, beat 2 more defenders, and just kind of turned himself inside out in the end. It was a bit too much to do, but fucking hell, man. Like, what a luxury that is. And then you want to be careful. Who's that? Number 3, Lindelof. It's another. You get booked for that. He's just left his foot in on the player. He's got away with that for not being booked. But if that had been a booking, it would have been a fair booking. And they've already got Cash booked and Buendia booked. You don't need another one because then you're running a risk. And as long as this game goes on, there's always that risk as well. Yeah, it's a really fucking... Lindelof's better than that. He's a good player, man, but he's left his leg in there. Completely unnecessary. The player's got his... Like, he's not even facing the goal. Silly. If this is the kind of game that's going to potentially go through to extra time and pens as well, that's the last thing you want is, well, certainly through extra times, the last thing you want is a whole load of bookings. Manzambi, the player that got booked on the floor, he's fine, he's up. Slowing the ball down, slowing the game down. I wonder if they've been told to try and slow it down a little bit. Villa are at their most fierce when everything's really frenetic. I think Liverpool learnt that lesson on Friday night. As soon as the ball was in flight, Villa had that period of time, particularly at the beginning of the second half, where it was absolutely bonkers. They just looked way too good. Freiburg fans all in white with their big flags out one end of the ground. It looks fantastic. Referee Evan de Poel, match aside. Freiburg are definitely playing for bookings and fouls. And Villa need to not let themselves be led like that. Lovely play. Buendia wins the ball. Watkins straight back to him. Oh, John McGinn's left footed. It's hit a defender. Kind of came in and stole the shot, to be honest, but it was a better shot to have on. That was a lovely break there from Villa. Lovely break. Do you bet on the team you're rooting for or on the opposing team? That's from Dimcat has just asked me that. So I would bet on a game like this, even though tonight I want Villa to win. I would bet on Villa to win. I haven't, as it goes. I've not put a bet on. I'm so busy this afternoon. I just didn't have time for it. I might put one on at half time if we're still at 0-0. So to answer your question, I would bet on a team that I'm supporting, like in this capacity. But I never put bets on Newcastle United. I cannot bring myself to do it. And I also I've got a couple of rules. I don't bet on Newcastle United, and I don't bet on the early fixture of a Saturday, because it's kind of like an ACCA breaker, isn't it? Like, there's a 12:30 game, and by 2:30, half an hour before the rest of the fucking weekend, and your ACCA's dead. You don't even really get to enjoy the afternoon. So I prefer to go with 3 p.m. kickoffs. I don't mind a late kickoff because that adds a bit of jeopardy. And not the Newcastle match. Ball's a little bit up in the air here. Freiburg have definitely found a pocket in between the defense and Lindelof and Tielemans. There's a little place where they're finding the most success, and they're holding a lot of possession there. They're not breaking through it. They've not got anywhere near Konsa or Torres or Dean, but they are they're camped outside that when they get the ball. Villa need to either accept it and just be okay absorbing that, or like in this instance here, the ball eventually went across the face of the goal. Nobody touched it, but any player touched that and that could potentially have deflected in. Or Villa need to, I think maybe think about one of Lindelof and Tielemans dropping a little bit deeper and one of them standing in the middle of that bit. It feels a little bit like they're both in the same part of the pitch, which is what's exposing the gap. I don't like it when players do that. I think it's Buendia's just been fouled, and then he's turned around and looked at the referee and held the cut like the invisible card in his hand. And I thought we'd all agreed a long time ago that players weren't going to do that, lest be called a total fucking dickhead. And I really like Buendia. I think he's a class player. I liked him when he was at Norwich. I now really like him at Villa. He's been probably the player of the season for Villa. But don't be a dick and do that. Just don't do it. Don't do it. It makes you look like a wanker. And there he is. He's up on his feet now. Put a great ball in. Oh my God. Across the front of goal. Freiburg defender has pushed it out, and it's a ball across by Dean. And Watkins was there. Oh my God. He'd even positioned his foot. It wasn't Watkins. It was Rodgers. My bad. Dean now with the corner. Nice to see just regular corners getting taken. Oh no, he's played it short. Floated across. Oh, what a goal! What a goal from Aston Villa. Tielemans. Oh my God. So, corner ball, played short to, I think, Rodgers. Ball sailed across. Absolutely misses all of the people, and you think, well, what a wasted shot that was. Tielemans knew it was happening. It's well worked. I think they've practiced it. Tielemans runs in on the back of the area. I'm not sure. I can't remember now if he controlled it and hit it or if he just hit it off the ground. But it's fucking spectacular. Great. What a well worked goal. So it is Rodgers. Ball in. And he hits it first time. My God. On the volley as well. Pick that out. Beautiful ball by Rodgers. Complete intent. Everyone assumes it's going into the mob, and it isn't. And Tielemans there, right foot on the volley, bottom corner. Like, you have to watch the goal. You have to watch the goal. Absolutely top draw. Aston Villa 1-0 up. What about that? Yeah, what a strike. What a strike. Wow, there you go. Freiburg have got to do something different now. That might just be exactly what Villa needed. Might be exactly what they needed. Because now Freiburg has to press. And they haven't been pressing at all. And when they press, they might make more space. And we all saw what happened to Liverpool when they tried to press on Villa. They're just too incisive. I think this could be it now. I think this could be curtains. Villa look immediately like they want to absolutely go at them. Oh, what a goal! Absolutely fantastic. Love that. Love that. Love that for him as well. Top player, Tielemans. He isn't booked, is he? No, it's Buendia that's booked. So, with the exception of the Intertoto Cup, which an older audience may remember, younger audience won't remember, Intertoto Cup was a pre-season playoff cup that had a European place, and you only got into it by finishing in a particular position in your league. I think it was when it was like top 3 qualified for Champions League, 4th for Europa Cup. You had to win a cup to qualify for Cup Winners' Cup, and you could also qualify for the Intertoto, which was then a route into the UEFA Cup, which is now Europa League. And Villa did win that, I think, in 2001-ish, 2002. But aside from that, the team that we all think about, the European Cup winning team, Villa, that was 1982, 2 years before I was born. So this is pretty something for Villa. I seem to remember Villa winning like a League Cup when I was a kid. I think they, in that squad that had like Milosevic and I think Bosnich was in goal. Let me see if I'm right. I think like McGrath was in that team, was he? Right, let's say Villa. Was it I reckon it was the League Cup. It wasn't the FA Cup. Villa League Cup. Winners. Right. They won the League Cup in, I think it was 95-96. Okay, so Coca-Cola Cup. 1996 League Cup final. Villa 3, Leeds 0. I remember it. Andy Townsend. Let's have a look at the team that played that. Was I right? Yes, I was right. Bosnich in goal. Ugo Ehiogu. Paul McGrath. Gareth Southgate. Gary Charles. Alan Wright. Ian Taylor. Andy Townsend. Mark Draper. Dwight York. And Savo Milosevic. With substitutes. We only allowed 3 subs back then. Fucking crazy. Michael Oakes, Steve Staunton, and Tommy Johnson. And that team, that Leeds United team they beat, had Andy Gray playing in it. Not Andy Gray. No, different Andy Gray. Thank God for that. Oh, I remember that Andy Gray. He played for Burnley. He played for the Mackhams for a bit as well. And Bradford. Anyway, and Leeds had a team as well there, mind. Look at this Leeds team. Lukic, Pemberton, Weatherall, Lucas Radaby, Gary Kelly. Cool. I think Villa nearly scored again there and I've missed it. Sorry, everyone. Corner ball in. Oof. We're in added on time here and I'm talking about Leeds in 1996. Sorry. I got carried away. I like retro football though. Freiburg on the ropes here. Another corner. That's going to be 3 consecutive. Anyway, let me finish. Gary Speed, Mark Ford, Carlton Palmer, Gary McAllister, Tony Yeboah. And they had Thomas Brolin as well as one of their subs. Anyway, Villa won it 3-0 on the day. And I think that might be the last major honour that Villa have won. And if I'm wrong, I'm really sorry for getting that wrong. I'll have a look. So this is brilliant for them. Goal. Oh. Tell you what, I've got a lag here, pretty significant lag. because I can see on my screen that it's 2-0 and that Buendia scored, but I'm not there yet looking at it. So well done. well done, Villa. Oh, it's another worldie. It's another worldie. He's picked it up on the right-hand side of the box, 20 yards out, curled it with his left foot, top bins. It's absolute class. Wowee. What a goal. Boom. That's two. Oh my god, that finish is absolutely exceptional. Ball's come over to him from, I think, McGinn. Takes control, turns 20 yards out, left foot, curls in, keeper at full stretch, couldn't get it, and that's half time. 2-0 at half time. That's game, set, and match, if you want my opinion. Honestly, Villa have been brilliant there. They've been so patient, and Freiburg have had nothing to offer them. And for maybe a short period of time, Freiburg had a little bit more possession and looked like they'd found a bit of space and that they knew kind of there was an opportunity to break. And now that's that. That is honestly, that's that. There'll be no comeback from that. If Villa come out and just play their game, this could be 3 or 4 or 5. They look like a completely different grade, to be honest, than Freiburg. Well, that's amazing. Good on them. Right, I wanted to see if I was right, because I said that their honours, that they hadn't won a league, they hadn't won a major honours since, apart from the Intertoto Cup, they hadn't won major honours since that League Cup in 95-96. They were runners-up in 1920, as in 2019-2020. Obviously, did they win the championship when they came up? They would have. I don't know if they won it when they came up, but it doesn't count. Newcastle have won that twice, and we don't count it. They won the European Cup in '82. They won the Super Cup that year also. Intertoto Cup 2001. I was right, and they also co-won it in 2008. When did that get canned? The Intertoto. Okay, so then champions of the league. They haven't won the top division in the UK since 1980-81. FA Cup winners the last time 1957. Wow, never would have guessed that. I would have assumed that Villa had won the FA Cup, I don't know, in my lifetime. And then the League Cup winners 95-96. So this is going to be their first major honour since the League Cup, since Andy Townsend and Savo Milosevic. Fucking crazy club this size. Good on them, man. I'm really chuffed for them. I'm really chuffed for a couple of reasons, not least because they deserve it and their fan base deserves it, but actually also because it's another European spot for the Premier League. Hey, you're a Villa fan. I'm not, Omar, but I'm a Villa fan for tonight. I'm an honorary because they're in a final and they're representing the UK, and fucking good on them. And actually because I despise Liverpool Football Club, and they gave them a right good tune in on Friday night. So all in all, it's good, isn't it? It's good for football. I just don't really want them to come in and buy any of our players. I don't think they're looking at any of our players, to be honest, but who knows? You never know, do you? I'd actually, if there are any Villa fans watching now, I would love to know what you all think of Jacob Ramsey and the fact that we had him off you guys. Because we had the same thing, right? 2 seasons earlier with Elliot Anderson. None of the Newcastle fans wanted him to go. We'd seen him come through. He was making really good progress. He'd had a bit of an injury. I seem to recall he picked up an injury playing for Newcastle. And so we were a bit gutted by that. But then to have to sell him to Forest and then to see him now, I think we got I can't remember how much we got for him. 35 million, I think we got for him, and the same for Minter. You know, the lad that went to Brighton. I mean, Anderson looks like a better player than Minter, but they're both pretty good. But Anderson now, I mean, he just looks out there, outrageously good. So I would love to know what any Villa fans think about the fact that we signed Jacob Murphy, because my opinion is he's probably one of the most exciting talents in the Newcastle United squad now. Right, just looking at my group chat quickly. 1-0 Villa, let's go Villa. Just as I expected. That's a bad call. Who said that? Neither Villa nor Freiburg is dominating. Villa have been class. Tell you what Villa need to look out for in this second half. A shout here. This is my view, because I think they've got capacity to absolutely roll them over. What they need to not do is get drawn in to a brawl, because I think Freiburg are going to have to come out and attack, and Villa have already got two players booked in Cash and Buendia, and so I think they need to stay disciplined, and they need to not get drawn into a brawl. They can soak them up for the first 10 minutes of the second half. I think they go and absolutely romp them. I see absolutely no way that doesn't happen. Sergeant Retro just saying absolute banger. It was a banger. Well, both of them. I wonder which goal he's talking about. Is it the Buendia one he's talking about? Watching it right now. What goal? Yeah. Oh no, Tillemans. They're both class goals. This is the first one. They're just replaying it now. So Dean puts in a short corner up to Rodgers. The ball is floated across the face of goal, and Tillemans just waiting for it. I mean, the technique, because it doesn't land. Right foot volley across the face of goal into the bottom left-hand corner. Let's just see it again. Watching it all the way. Bang. Oh my God. The keeper sees it late. He gets down. Maybe could have done better. It isn't actually in the bottom corner, but no, he couldn't have done any better. It's so fast when he's hit it. It's fucking class. Honestly, it's such a well-worked goal. Bang. Oh my God. No chance. No chance. Tillemans will be overjoyed at how good that is. Yeah, and he does. He goes over to his corner. And yeah. So he should be, man. Good on him. There's 284 of you watching, which is amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in. A couple of things you can do for me. You can click on the video itself, which then brings up a chat, and you can drop me a comment. I'd love that. I'll answer any comments. If you've got any questions, anyone who has an answer to that whole "Are Villa okay with the fact that that Newcastle signed Jacob?" Oh my God, not Murphy, because that's who we already had. Who's Newcastle's player that's... Rodgers, it's Jacob Ramsey. My God. I'd love to know if people are okay with it. Okay, the other thing you can do is you can just retweet, because most of you are watching it via Twitter. So if you can just hit the retweet on the post, that would be amazing. It's going to get more people here to watch it. It's going to do good for my numbers. But hopefully we get a little bit more opinion on what's going on. And that would just be great. So Prince William there in the crowd, fist pumping. I think it's quite good that we've got a future king that is a genuine fan. And it's not put on, right? He's been like the president of FA for a long, long time, and he's a known Villa fan for a long time. I think it's great. Wonder why he chose Villa. There you are. There's a question for perplexity or something. Right. Why is Prince William a Villa fan? I had some family friends who took me to my first Villa game when I was younger because they are big Villa fans. It was against Bolton. I sat in the stands with my Villa beanie hat on, and I remember Paul Merson was playing for Villa at the time. Ah, there you are then. Good on him. That's it. That's how fans are made. Some people are some mad shit on here. The fourth question after why is Prince William a Villa fan is, I'll go through them. That's the first one. Then is, why are the Royals Aston Villa fans? Then, does Prince William have a box at Aston Villa? And then it's, do William and Kate sleep separately? Fucking crazy. They don't, by the way, if you wanted to know. They have a shared bedroom. Quite right too. Right. Anyway, I can get rid of that now. I'm doom scrolling. I'm in a rabbit hole there about Prince William. Ooh. Right, I was looking at this before, wasn't I? England in the build-up to the World Cup, they will play New Zealand. New Zealand are at the tournament, right? But we're very unlikely to meet them at the tournament. It's not likely that they'll qualify from their group, is it? And then Costa Rica, who I don't think Costa Rica are in the tournament before the World Cup. Three Lions will be based at Kansas City. Right, that was the thing I wanted to know. Okay, that's fine. Have they got something? England's training base for the tournament will be state-of-the-art Swopes Soccer Village after the Football Association identified Kansas City as its preferred location in January 25. Okay, so I heard today that Tuchel's pissed off about it. So let's just see. So yeah, New Zealand is on the 6th of June, then Costa Rica's on the 10th of June, and then it's a week later on the 17th of June that we play our friendly with, not our friendly, our first competitive match with Croatia. Then we got Ghana on the 23rd, and then we got Panama on the 27th. 9 p.m, 9 p.m, 10 p.m. Great. Read somewhere as well that it looks like Barcelona have decided to pursue their purchase of Rashford. Oh no, hang on, they're trying to work out the amount. So Rashford has agreed terms to stay at Barcelona. Man United are insisting on a 30 million euro buyout option to be paid in full. Barcelona insists that they want to find another solution. I don't know why. Just pay for him. He's fucking top. Top. Great form. I tell you, I wouldn't want to be Tuchel trying to figure out who to play, who to start. Anyway, so we were going to look at that, weren't we? And then, oh yeah, there was an. Where's England news? So I read something about Tuchel. Tuchel unhappy with training. Is it training facility? Thomas Tuchel has famously expressed his dissatisfaction with training sessions at Here we go. Thomas Tuchel is not happy with England's planned World Cup base camp after concerns over the hotel's conditions. Reports claim the rooms are poorly soundproofed, with noise from other rooms said to be a major issue for Tuchel, who is obsessed with player sleep and recovery. Where was the source of that, though? I'm just reading this fucking shite from any old where, isn't it? Transfer News Live. I hate that account. They put everything on a yellow background. It's all AI generated. The people don't even look like the people, and they just make shit up. Source is Bild, the fucking German newspaper that is known to lie about anything it can. The FA are now considering providing players with special recovery kits, including custom pillows, mattress toppers, ergonomic eye masks and earplugs to improve rest during the tournament. What a non-story. Right, Freiburg about to kick off for the second half. They'll be shooting left to right in their red strip. Villa in all white, absolutely lush shirt, by the way, with the Adidas trefoil logo and the Aston Villa Foundation sponsor. Looks top. We'll be kicking from right to left. Here we go, they're off again. So, let's see. I'm about 45 seconds behind. I wonder if I might refresh my channel. That'll help. Because... still just about I'm about 45 seconds behind. So so if the score, I mean, you're gonna know the score before I report on it, but fuck it, I'll just keep going. 356 of you. Where have you all come from? Only had 13 for the first 10 minutes. Have I had any other messages from people? Mutuals. Mutuals? People do that when you've got a tweet that they like. You can follow me first, and I'll think about it. Right. Anyway, 356 of you. Do me a favour. I'm a villain for the night. Up the Villa. Drop me a follow and a repost. It'll do good things for my number. I'll follow everyone back, and yeah, I want more people in here. Boff. Get your Arsenal kit on. Oh, you, is it? Congratulations, Boff. Yeah, I am Ben White, but it's a different Ben White. And I'm certainly not an Arsenal fan. But congratulations to you. Pleased for you. Genuinely. Not. Honestly, mate, Arsenal fans have been hideous today. Hideous. Anyway, they deserve it. If you'd have told me in 2004 that that would be the last time Arsenal won the league, I would have laughed in your face. Oh, Villa were in there. Freiburg have just managed to seal it up, but they were in there. That's a foul. They've won a free kick. Thank you, Ben. Feels good. Lots of pain for 22 years. Yeah, not that much pain. Come on. Think about it. I've just been covering Villa here, who are about to win the Europa League. And it's the first thing they've won since the Coca-Cola Cup in 1995. And before that, it was the European Cup in 1982. So, and when Newcastle won the League Cup last year, oh, Freiburg are in. Cor Martinez. Well played, that man. I think he was worried. He had to come right to the edge of his area. Yeah, when Newcastle won their league cup, I think that was the first trophy they'd won in since the Fairs Cup in 1969. The Fairs Cup is what went on to become the UEFA Cup. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, I can't be bothered to fucking look it up. No one cares. It's that old. But yeah. Anyway, I am pleased for you, mate. I am pleased for you. Only you. And a couple of other Arsenal fans that aren't total melts. Like most of them. Right. 48 minutes, 2-0. Villa on the ball. They need to just slow it down a little bit here. Freiburg have definitely had the hairdryer treatment. Oh, well dispossessed, Watkins. Go on your own, son. Bang. Oof. Deflected. Fair play to Watkins there. Dispossessed. This is what's amazing about him, right? He dispossesses the man and doesn't even look up because he knows he's on his own. So he just turns around and runs. He's so good at ball retention. Oh, Villa are in here. Oh, Buendia. Went for another cheeky little chip. The Freiburg keeper's quite tall, actually, so that was never going to work. Excuse me, how rude. I was up early this morning. Right. Busy on there. Busy. Great stuff. Right, Freiburg on the ball. We're out there halfway area. Did they make any changes? Let's have a look. I've been looking at the squad. No changes. So that was Manzambi on the ball. I would say that Manzambi lad has probably been their only decent attacking threat. And he keeps just getting bowled over, to be honest. I like the fact that I went blue and claret and blue tonight. See? Thought about it. Thinking about these things. Right. Slow. Villa have done the right thing here. They've slowed the ball right down. Lovely pick up there. Free kick? Is that a free kick? I don't think it was, to be honest. I think Villa won the ball fair and square there. Freiburg team are on the deck constantly. This would be interesting, actually, because I'd like to know what the refereeing is going to be like at the World Cup, and I'd like to know what the other European teams are going to be like in terms of like how they've been refereed this year, and whether or not they're going to be on the deck every 5 seconds. I'd say that for European teams because we already know that South America are literally going to just be on the floor constantly. If you had to pick a team, here's a question for you. Please, someone drop an answer in the comment. I'm curious what you think. If you had to pick a team out of USA, Mexico, and Canada, because usually a host nation kind of gets a little way along, don't they? They have a few decent games. They don't just crash and burn in the first leg, the first round. Which team would you say is most likely to do it? I think we can write Canada out of that, can't we? That's not really a footballing nation as such. USA have done pretty well in recent years, but I don't know their squad at the moment. And Mexico, always get a sense that Mexico are like capable, but it never comes together. Oh, ball in. Oh my god. He's on his own there. He must be offside. He wasn't offside. How the fuck has Ollie Watkins got in there then? Like that. No idea. Newcastle United want to keep Nick Waltemada for a second season as they believe he will be more effective now that he understands the demands of English football. That's not even a fucking article. The guy signed a 5-year deal and he's done a season. It's not even the end of a season yet. Newcastle keep faith with 64 million Waltemada despite first season struggles. I don't know, man. He scored 10. And like, Newcastle have had a pretty shit season across the board. I wouldn't say that was just him. Fucking annoying, man. Annoying. The shit that comes out. Wannabe journos and wannabe like creators on fucking X. The shit that they are happy to just like spout about football clubs drives me nuts. Just think, shut up. Wait for the transfers. Right. This lad that I was talking about, this Manzambi, he's thrown a fucking 30-yard ball into the box. Oh, well played, Villa. Great clearance. Right, what's this? So it's interesting, right? The TV is telling me that it's the 55th minute, but everything else is telling me it's the 57th minute. Can I just catch up? I'd really like to be watching the football at the same fucking time as everyone else. Literally a minute and a half behind. So you'll actually know here in this box before I talk about it. We have to get that fixed for the World Cup. We can't be doing a World Cup where everyone knows the score before. I'm still sat here watching it like a twat. Can we? I wonder what Emery said to Villa at half time going in 2-0 up. I wonder if they suggested that they just sit back a bit, because they're definitely sat deeper. Definitely sat deeper. Freiburg on the ball now. Lovely press from Villa. Just move as a unit as soon as they've moved the ball. So it's Dean, I think, runs up so well, puts pressure on, forces the ball to get played across the park, turns and sprints back into position. And they all do it. Such a nice shape about Villa, honestly. They really deserve what they've got this season. They play some spectacular football. So cutting. I tell you what, I like this lad that plays for Freiburg though, this Manzambi. He's a good player. Who's he play for then? Where's he from? Manzambi. Let's have a look for him. Johan Manzambi, Swiss. 2005, so he's 20 years old. He's a player. I reckon we'll see him again. He's been Freiburg's only bright light, if I'm honest. Villa are on here. Tillemans picks the ball up in the middle of the park. Dean is there, straight forward to Buendia. Lovely bit of trickery on the edge of the box. Watkins, absolutely, it's not Watkins, it's Rodgers. Absolutely class goal. And it would have said it already in there, and I didn't look at all. I just watched the game and saw it and called it. Fucking hell. 3 goals. 3 really different goals. All brilliant. Another go. Boom. Open my video. Sorry, I'm just getting the link again for this. That's a beautiful goal, and it's really great finish because he snuck it in at the near post. And I think the keeper might be disappointed. He will be disappointed. But Rodgers has just jumped in front of him. Ah, look at the Villa fans, man. They are ecstatic. So they should be. Just dropping something on Villa's post again because it seems to work. Gets more in it. Up the Villa. Boom. Yep. Right, it's 4:01 people watching when I've said that. Let's see what it's like in 4 minutes. I reckon we'll be on 4:30. Seems to work. So if something really good happens on the field, and then you go into the club that it's happened with, and you post that you're watching along and send a live link to your watch along so they can see you, you get loads of people jump in all at once. It happened earlier when I was on quite low numbers. There's like 400 of you now. Freiburg on the attack. I mean, it's not going to really mean much, although that is great. Unlucky. Headed it way over. Way over. What are you going to do, Freiburg? You're cooked, I would say, lads. Don't mean to be mean, but I don't see a way out of this. They're making a couple of subs. The number 9 is coming on. Odd that he wouldn't have started, isn't it? So they're bringing on. Let's have a look at who they're bringing on. Holler and Rossenfelder for a midfielder and a defender. Have to wait and see. Right. So where are we at right now? Who's on where? Zoomed in. Martinez, free kick, edge of his area. Tell you what. That Villa away black goalkeeper kit with just the trefoil logo is absolutely sensational, and I like it as well because it's long sleeve, but he's got them rolled up and it doesn't look like it's got all of that like padding in the arm. That is if I were a Villa fan, and I'm not, I'm only in spirit today, but if I were, I would probably go and buy one of them. Goalie kits are often forgotten about, and that is a really, really nice goalkeeper kit. God, to think there was all that bother about whether or not Martinez was staying. Do you remember? He's 12 points, isn't he? And maybe a cup game or two. So 3-0, half an hour to go. I don't think we're going to need to worry too much about this. I think it could be about how many Villa score. Freiburg, where are they in the Bundesliga? They were 7th. That says a lot, doesn't it, for German football? 7th best German team getting humped by Villa. Not, I mean Villa top, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. Careful, be careful, be careful, Tillemans. Don't leave any afters in there. You don't need to, mate. You're playing too well for that. Oh, Villa fans going bananas. Look at them all. Look at them. Cool, I've just seen an old NTL Villa kit there. That's a bit old. And a couple of Muller ones as well. They've had some good kits, haven't they, Villa, over the years. What was that one? Did they have the one that had the laces on the collar, like the baseball laces? Let me have a look at that. That's one of my favourite ones. Villa laces shirt. There it is. That's the Villa laces shirt. Yeah. Mitre copiers. Oh, it's all claret, and it's got the blue sleeves and a blue bit around the collar. It's got a badge to the left, and then it's got the white lace up. Ooh, that is a beaut. You can buy it now. They've remade it. I wonder what an original would cost. I'm looking at one. 300 quid. Fucking hell. And they also, do you remember those Muller goalkeeper? Talk about goalkeeper tops. Those Muller goalkeeper tops that were like Tetris. Some nice shirts. Oh, I didn't like that LDV one though, with the stripes. LDV Vans. Anyway, I'm looking at Villa kits now. What am I doing that for? Let's have a look at this. Where are we up to? Villa on the ball. Nope. Free kick given away. Those offside. Freiburg take it quickly. Nope. They're making them go back and take it again. Was he offside? Oh, God. Close. Close. That would have been murder. Watkins would have been well in there. Villa making some changes. So, who's coming off? Lindelof coming off for Onana. Fair play. Some extra legs in the kind of defensive midfield area. I think Lindelof's played very well there. Considering he didn't get booked, did he? But he was lucky not to get booked, actually. That's their first change. They're not making any more yet. Right, Freiburg with the ball at their feet on their halfway line. Villa in shape, looking good. Are they going to switch play? If they switch play, I can see it already. Yeah, here they come. Villa move up. Oh, man, you can just see them do it. So well drilled. It's like they show them one side, Villa do. The way that their shape moves. As soon as they go to play it across, they'll be like, yep, okay, we'll move around, push you out. And like literally, their right back was just on the ball, and Buendia has run 30, 40 yards to put pressure on him, so he's had to play it back to the keeper. And now Villa have got 3 players up top, and they've made the keeper blem it out, to which Onana wins the flick on, and now Villa have got possession. It's just so easy for them. It's not easy, it's really difficult what they do, but they do it, they make it look easy. They make it look effortless. And Freiburg have got no answers other than to foul them like they just did. Onana getting pulled off. Same lad, arms around his waist. Has he already been booked, that lad? No, he hasn't. But he fucking should be now. Should be booked for that. Literally, might as well have pulled his shirt off him. Tillerman's here, hand out saying to everyone, just chill the fuck out for a minute. We got this. We've got this. They're about 45 yards out. Indirect free kick. Lovely ball, pumped forward. Freiburg have intercepted. Buendia back to them. Ball across the face of the goal. Freiburg keeper comes out, but I mean, keep this up for another 23 minutes and that's it. Job done, isn't it? I mean, I think it is anyway at 3-0. They're going to have to, this is going to be a monumental fuck up. But I would say just do this. That'd be great to keep the clean sheet, wouldn't it? Don't let Freiburg score. Fuck them. Yeah, that's a great fucking block. Who is that? It's Cash. The way they move it forward. So it's just an interception then. And then it's up. And Watkins is in on goal. Fucking 8 seconds later. And now it's out for a corner. Did well to clear that, to be fair, Freiburg. It's fine, isn't it? You win corners all day. What's he doing? He's literally done that, like, come on thing. Like, fucking Virgil van Dijk does when he's... you know, celebrating a foul. Is that 4-0? Ooh, post. Corner swung right over the top. Onana, big lad, isn't he, Onana? Fucking hell. Oh, lovely ball out. Rodgers. There you go again. Another corner. I think Onana might have hit the post there with that header. Oh, this lad. There's a lad on the field right now with the most scandalous hair that he needs to cut off. He did. Fucking Onana did hit the post. There's a lad. There's a lad playing for Freiburg. Oh man, he's got one of those like, I'm losing all my hair, so I'm gonna get the bits of hair that are still long, and I'm gonna like comb them over and like make it look like I've got hair. Bro, just fucking give it up, hey? Give it up for a bad job, cut it off, go get a transplant, do something, but just don't pretend. It's like that lad at the darts. Have you seen him? Oh my god, it's absolutely. You just want to shake him and be like, we can all see it, mate. We can all see you Barnet. Get it cut off. No one gives a fuck if you ain't got any hair. I'm fortunate. I don't have any hair issues. Still pretty solid hairline in my 40s. It's going grey, but that's life. That's stress. But it's not falling out. But if it were, I would be okay with it. I would make my peace with it, and I would just get it whipped off. Because you know that everyone is thinking, "Ooh, what are you doing with your hair?" You don't want that. Right, Freiburg in possession. This young lad, Manzambi, looking for something, desperately trying. Lovely ball over. He's a player, man. Someone should sign him. He's a player. He's wasted on this team. Martinez out. Lovely. Oh my god. Pings the ball straight down. Oh! Are they going to VAR that? Martinez has just pinged the ball out. Watkins is chasing it, and it looks like he gets tripped one-on-one. If it were a foul, it would be a red card, because it was last man. Referee immediately says no. Fascinating to see if VAR are looking at it. Are they looking at it? Doesn't look like it, no. Lucas Dean's whinging. Oh, shock. I like Dean. He's a great player. But he's always in a fucking mood, isn't he? He's always complaining about something. Great player. 457 of you watching. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I'm Ben. Been doing this for about 3 weeks now. Watch along with a number of the Premier League matches. I'm a Newcastle fan. I've only been able to catch like 2 Newcastle matches since I've been going. But I kind of want to cover all football, to be honest. Newcastle just are my club. Really looking forward to the World Cup. I've already got like 40 matches earmarked to watch. And sometimes, man, your luck's just there, isn't it? Martinez comes out to grab it, pushes it onto the floor and falls backwards. Lands at a Freiburg player who slashes at it, and it immediately just drops straight into Martinez's hands. Excuse me. So yeah, anyway, World Cup coming up, 40 matches to follow. And then all of next season, going to go hard on it, to be honest. It's a lot of fun, good content. I've managed to get a couple of sponsors involved, and it's going well. So do me a favor, drop me a like, drop me a follow, repost the space. Right, here's that lad, 37, right, with the hair. Is it 37 or 31? 37. Rossenfelder, they bought him on. Absolutely criminal. Barnett. Oof. You can't be doing that with your hair. Anyway. Also looking to get a couple of people up, actually, to do some dual watch-alongs for the World Cup. Like, I'd like to get people from the nations that I'm watching. I've already got a couple of people that have agreed to come up. Got a couple of Americans. Got my colleague and friend Hugo's Dutch. He's going to come up for the Netherlands versus Sweden match. Right. 75 minutes played, 15 to go. This definitely won't be going to extra time. I think it's just a case of whether or not Villa keep a clean sheet at this stage. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Who's that on the ball? That is John McGinn. Go on, son. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Is it offside? Oh, no, it didn't go in. It was side netting. Well, Buendia there has just had a gift. And the exchange with John McGinn was class. And all he had to do was just a final little tuck in the 6-yard area, and he's put it down the side netting. I thought I had gone in. Oh, he knows as well. John McGinn there. Beautiful. 1, 2. Oh, yeah, side netting. Oh, he knows. He should have had that. That should be 4. Anywhere else. And he's keeper made himself big, to be fair, but you can't be missing them. He knows. He's literally looking up. What have I just missed? Oh, well, don't worry, mate. You scored a worldie earlier, and it's 3-0 up. So you're gonna win a European trophy. I think you're all right. Freiburg coaching staff look pissed off. Unai Emery looks like he always looks, just cool and calm. Bang! Just looking at Tielemans' goal earlier, first goal. And then are we gonna see? Yeah, there's Buendia. Oh, spectacular! And a lovely pullback, and then Rodgers. 3 great goals. 3 great goals, 3 great players. Fantastic squad. They've done really well. Prince William looks jubilant. Where is this being played? Is it in Istanbul? I think it is, isn't it? Istanbul? Yeah, the Tupras Stadium. It's a lovely stadium. Looks absolutely mad for it. Never been to Istanbul. Been to Turkey. Been to Turkey last year. Never been to Istanbul. It looks nice. Right. There is Watkins. Oh god, man, he is so strong. You cannot get the ball off him, and when you do that and you give away a corner. He is just a beast, isn't he? He is going into the World Cup in fine form. I really hope he can play this game, and maybe don't play him on Sunday, you know, like rest him, let him go to the World Cup full of it, because he is. I remember that. God, man, do you remember that goal he scored against the Netherlands? Shit, now I was shouting at the telly then. Villa have had 7 corners to Freiburg's 1 corner, and they scored 3 goals, and only 1 of them came from a corner. Cash puts the ball in. Bang. Ooh. Unlucky again. Right, what are we on here then? Nearly 80 minutes. Minutes played. 10 to go. Just showing that next week, same time next week, Crystal Palace versus Real Vallecano for the Europa Conference. And then on the Saturday, the 30th, we've got Arsenal versus Paris Saint-Germain, obviously. Premier League champions Arsenal. Right, 2 final changes. Looks like Jadon Sancho coming on for Villa, and another player. I couldn't quite make out who it was. Jadon Sancho was one of them. Sure, I recognised him. What happened to him, man? Good player in that. But there was a moment when he was like Dortmund to Man United and England form where he looked like he was going to be the fucking boy. Just didn't quite materialise, and he must be like not that young now. It's a shame. He looked like a top player. Back with Martinez. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. They've nearly got this, haven't they? Whoop. Yeah. Push. On Rodgers. Feigning that he was going to take a quick ball there. Soon got everyone in position. Right. It is Jadon Sancho that is coming off, and it's also Maatsen that's coming on, and they are coming on for, so Jadon Sancho's come on for Buendia, and Maatsen is coming on for Lucas Dean. They've both played very well, Buendia and Dean, so this is just fresh legs. This is nothing to do with performance, obviously, when you're 3-0 up. See the game out now, isn't it, lads? See if I'd love to see Sancho come on, do something decent here. I think he's out of contract, isn't he, in the summer? Leaves Villa, like, he's on loan, isn't he, to Villa, but I think he runs out of contract wherever he is. Chelsea? I don't even know who he's signed to anymore. United? Literally don't know who he plays for. I wonder if Kara could be interested in having him back. You don't just become a shit player overnight, do you? Like, he's a good player. There's just something not quite working, is there, for him? I don't know what, but it feels like, you know, be tempting, wouldn't it? Because if you can bring him back and get him firing, it's like a new signing, a top signing. That's what I always thought. I can't believe United don't want Rashford back now that Carrick's in charge. Like, there's something wrong with Rashford. There's nothing wrong with him. He's fucking top. I've been watching him play for Barcelona this season. Or watch him when he was playing for Villa last year. Great player. Villa are just soaking all of this up now, which is great. Good on them. $480 of you. Go on, what have we got left? 10 minutes tops. Can we get 500? It'd be good, wouldn't it? If a few of you retweet this, then it could jump up to 500. Go on, do it for me. Get it up to 500, that'd be great. Oh, who's that? That is John McGinn, just clipped him. That was cynical. Oh, this lad's hair, there he is again. All over the place. Mr. Majika this show. Oh. Yeah, McGinn got a yellow card for that. I thought he would. I suppose. 7 minutes to go, isn't it? Fuck it. Do bookings and that carry over between European seasons, or is it just like what happens in that European season and then it refreshes? Oh my god, Martinez has just saved. What a save. So the free kick I'm just talking about gets whipped in. All of the players from both teams run around, and at the far post, so the right hand post as you're looking at it, they're offside as it happens. The Freiburg player gets up. Oh, it's the lad that I've been talking about too, bless him. What's his name? Manzambi. Gets up higher than anyone. Header, and Martinez just plucks it out. It's a great save. He's some keeper, he is, I tell you. Is he still? He's Argentina's number one, right? So he'll be playing this summer. I feel for these players, right? They're getting absolutely had a hell of a season. Some of them went to the Club World Cup last year, so they didn't really get a break anyway at that point. Then they're going to go into a World Cup, and then they get back, and there's 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then the football season starts again. It's a long time. You can imagine quite a lot of like the top players come Christmas are going to be out on their arse, aren't they? Completely on their arse. So it's an interesting one. I wonder how many coaches and managers are looking at that and thinking, well, we need to be sort of like careful about who we sign. You don't want to have too many players that you bring in that are just fucked, or that don't get like a pre-season with you as well. Like, I can tell you firsthand, like Newcastle United's pre-season last year was a bin fire. The whole Liverpool, ZBCN Irish. Sorry, dude, I don't know why I didn't see you there, man. Game, set, and the match. I agree. Yeah, with the whole Isak thing with Liverpool, like, we just didn't get a pre-season that wasn't just marred by controversy the whole time, and it sucked. And honestly, it's really like played into the way our entire season's gone. And like, I'm not blaming, like, the players are responsible for themselves, right? But you can set yourselves up to do all right, or you can be left and it doesn't work so well. And that's what it feels like. We just weren't in a position. We weren't in a position where we were going to come back from that summer. So I wonder how many coaches are looking at this World Cup and thinking, just a massive fucking issue for like my players long term. Would you be buying Would you be looking at the shopping list out there, or would you be thinking the thing to do is go and find the top players that are not away on international duty, that get a full season, a full bloody close season to rest? Anyway, Tyrone Mings on, and Douglas Luiz on, Tielemans off, and Torres off. So that is the end of Villa's. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's all of their subs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Freiburg have also made all of theirs. Look, it's the 88th minute. Still 3-0. So we're good. This is it. Villa have won the Europa League, which is incredible. I'm going to drop off really quickly after this because it's late here and I've got some things I need to do. So I'm going to say thank you to everybody right now, and then I'll drop off pretty much on the full-time whistle. But I do appreciate you all coming out. It's been great to host a game like this, and also to bring in what I think is quite a lot of Villa fans. Up the Villa. Well played. Well played for the entire season, to be honest. Like Champions League, it's never looked in doubt, to be honest. And it's never looked in doubt. Europa League winners' medals now. Gives an extra European spot to the rest of the league. You know, you've got a whole summer to think about how you prepare for next year, but it's however many consecutive seasons now in Europe, you've got to be well chuffed with it, and I'm, jealous and delighted for you. So, good on you. Good on you. Right. Where are we at? Where I'm looking at it, it's 1 minute of normal time, but I can see here that we're already done if we are looking at it from my little time. I don't know how many minutes though have been added on. Seeing some lovely artist impressions of the new Newcastle United football stadium. Oh, right, I've finally got a full 90 minutes up on mine now, and so added on time is... Got that yet? Come on, back in it. Thought TNT was decent at sports. I just missed it. They're not checking that for handball, are they? His arms in a normal position. Literally 1 minute added on. How can that be 1 minute added on when they've made 10 substitutions? I think they've just said, oh look, put them out of their misery. And there you are. I've seen now on the screen it is full time, so they have won 3-0. Well played, Aston Villa. Good for you guys. Really, really pleased for you. And thank you to everyone who's tuned in tonight. Or 2 more and I would have had 500. Damn it. Did we get up to 500? Oh, that they've won? Oh, it's actually lovely to see the crowd. There you go. They've won it. The Villa fans look absolutely jubilant. Look at it. Oh, I'm really pleased for them. Genuinely. Really pleased for them. Really pleased for you all. Oh, Martinez is crying. Wow. Prince William looks chuffed to bits as well. Of course he is, giving everyone a cuddle up in the box. There you go, and 500 of you watching too. Thank you everyone. Have a really good evening, and I will see you all for either Sunday or probably for the European game next week, and then the Champions League Final week Saturday. Take it easy. Thanks for watching.